Hey babe, and welcome back. So today we are not going to be doing the typical stretching routine that we've been doing so far. We're going to be doing what I like to call free movement. It's about as simple as it sounds. We're just gonna move like our body wants to move. If you like, you can follow along with what I'm doing, or you can take this moment to just use it as a guideline and then just notice in your body what feels good and what you need a little bit more. You can stay in one position a little bit longer. You could try something else. Curiosity is key, and let's just get to it. So the reason why I want to, we can just start. Let's go ahead and stretch. Whoa. Yeah, I really like free movement a lot because, structure is nice and so, but that's not the natural rhythm of our body. We have so many different angles and movements that our body is capable of, and sometimes we need a little bit more of this and a little bit more of that. For example, right now, I feel it here. I have a little bit of work to do there, and stretches like this in the opposite side, downwards and upwards, then allows those muscles to get a little bit more of the attention they need. This light pulsing allows the muscles around the hips to get a little bit more blood flow and to stretch a bit more. If you like, you can raise your arms behind your head. I'll show you from the side. And up. What I've noticed is when I do that, it cracks up here. You know, when you go similar to that, just up here. That's my body. It may not be yours, but today I'm doing something fun or something new, which is both. I'm going to a park close-ish. I don't know if it's like 40 minutes away, 30 minutes, something like that. And I'm going to be outside in the woods, walking on wood planks, which is special to me because where I grew up, there were, a childhood memory of me is just like walking on wood planks and hearing that thunk, 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 and being in nature. Just super close to me. I love it, and I get to do that. Today, I asked for recommendations, and someone told me about that. And so it's super exciting. So this right here, I notice is firing up in the back of my legs. It's something I get to work on. Let's go a little bit longer. So you can either hold, you can do these little bounces that I'm doing, or you can do nice smooth movements up and down. If you do this, try and get lower and lower. And let's do one more. Oof. Oh. Hey, it's okay. I know we just did it a moment ago, but let's go ahead, put our hand on our hips and off to the side here. This is a really nice support so that you can move off to the side far more. This is also going to be a great stretch for the hip muscles on the opposite side, what I need right now. If you like, you can go ahead and put your hand on your thigh and do a nice diagonal lean forwards. Go ahead and have both knees lightly bent, and you can also push your hip a little bit backwards so that you have a nice long stretch. Here I'm going to hold this. And let's get back up and switch to the other side. Hand your hip as a wonderful support. Stretch. All right. Hand on your thigh, and we're going to do this at a nice diagonal and push your hip back. What I also like to do is move my hips left and right. This is going to allow for nice movement in the lower spine. Yay. Yeah. You can do with your hands whatever you like. Raise it up. You can be upright with your body and move left and right. You can go ahead and take your upper body with it, have fun. Body pod. Jiving. And you can also go ahead and twirl your hips. So I did quite a lot of practicing this in front of my mirror, because when I began doing this, I could do really well on this side. I get that nice turn. You see this? Oof, nice. And then I get to about back here. I'm like, okay, I can do one side. But then I'm like, no, not me. I can do this and boom. It's a little bit odd in the beginning. And you kind of need to keep the focus. But by doing all these movements in front of a mirror and having the extra information of, oh, I see what I'm doing, your body gets to learn what you're doing quicker. So if it learns correctly how it feels to move your body with the visual, when you then turn away and teach a class, you can do it correctly without needing to wonder, am I gonna do this again? And even then, it's fine. Just give it a shot. Let's switch direction. This is a great exercise for your stomach and for your legs. So you notice in this slight bent position that we're at, your thighs may begin to burn. Who knows? But this movement that we're doing here in our core, pulling our core inwards, off to the left, behind, to the right, and back, is all being controlled by our tummy muscles. So this is a great exercise for your stomach as well. You can do a few turns one direction, switch the direction, do whatever you like. Let's also go ahead and do some pulses. So again, here in a slightly bent position, and we're just gonna, I'll show you from the side. We have this natural curve in our spine. We're gonna go ahead and accentuate and then push all of this forwards. We are now basically just tilting our pelvis, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. I'll change the angle. Yeah. This is for health. I mean, take notes. Also, you're gonna feel it here. This is great for your spine because everything that we're doing right now is just getting your body moving. Oh yeah. The body, no. Our spinal column has 4 directions it can move. Which ones? Okay, this works better in front of my classroom, but okay. 1, it's the movement forwards. We are bending forwards. This is a great way to warm up your spine in the morning. It's also a great reset throughout the day. What's the second one? Okay, it's backwards. You can go ahead and place your hands in your lower back and just extend. We want to have our chest up to the ceiling, up. And you have your hands here as support. If you like, you can go backwards a little bit. This is also great if you can activate your core, because now our body weight is shifting backwards, and for that, our core needs to work a little bit more to keep us upright. Stretch. What else is there? Well, we have the side bend. We did it in this position, but you can also go ahead and just slide with your hands along your thigh. This is also a wonderful thing to do. You'll notice it in your hips. Well, what's the 4th one? Well, a lot of people in my classes like to say up. Unfortunately, no, we cannot go up with our spine. However, we can rotate. Oh, yeah, I heard it. So this is where it likes to crack with me. So when we rotate, our body kind of likes, or our hips kind of like to move with, which is okay in some movements. It's perfectly fine. But we also want to be able to do it so that our hips stay situated in place. So our tummy gets to work a little bit more. You'll notice that you don't get as far, but how can I make it so that my hips don't move with? Well, clench your butt cheeks. That's right. Non-clench, clenched. This then allows all of this to get nice and stabilized. Boom. And then twist. Your stomach needs to work harder. All right, let loose. Ooh, this is nice. Let's go ahead and do some butt kicks. This is great for your knees, especially if you've been standing all day and you're like, oh, what's up with my legs? You'll notice just how good it feels as soon as you need it. If you do this controlled, that means slower, you'll notice it in your hamstrings. That's this muscle right here. It's kind of like clenching your fists and letting go. If you're having a hard time doing it just with this muscle, try and tap it. This allows your brain to realize, oh, this is where I want to have my focus. And if you can, keep your knees close so that it's not like up here or too much. I mean, you can go ahead. Yeah, at this point, it's great. If you can, and bring your leg a little bit further back, you'll also start noticing it here in your quads and in your knees. So let's do that just a few more times. See how my knee's slightly behind the other standing leg? Let's do that on the other side. We're gonna first do the normal ones, so we get a nice balance. And put your knee slightly behind and raise. Yeah, this is great for your knee. Cool. All right, what else do we've got? Okay, let's go into the sumo squat. So we want to have our feet wide apart, feet diagonal or angled diagonally, and then we're just gonna lower ourselves. Boom. You may feel this in your inner thigh and also in your booty. Let's go up and down. If you start noticing it in other places like your upper thigh or, in your legs in general, it makes sense. We are using all of our leg right now. Oof. Yeah, I like to do a few just to get the body used to the movement, to get the blood flowing to where it needs to go, to open this gate. And then let's go ahead and do a few light pulses. Yeah. These little pulses are like, okay, they're nice in the beginning. And then you do them for like 20 reps and you're like, oh my God, oh my God. Let's keep doing it. Because we're gonna be doing something differently in just a moment. And I'd like for you to take a moment just to see what you like more or if you notice a difference. So we are now pulsing. Let's get back up. Woof. Kick it out. Spaghetti legs, that's right. Just wow, wow. Okay, get back into position. And now go down slowly and hold. We're gonna hold this for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back up. We're gonna do this again, and I'd like you to take a moment to think, which was easier, which did I like more? Do I notice a difference? Can I just master both? Are they awesome? Okay, let's do this one more time. No, twice. One more 5 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go back up. I feel like that was a little bit easier. While here, you can go ahead and just rock your hips from side to side. This is also another movement that is great for your body. And we're gonna do this again. Get your feet prepared, lower yourself, and now we're holding it for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, back up. Nice. How was that? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you make it to 10 seconds? I don't know why. So what else do we have? I mean, I'm getting pretty loose. So the thing is, I have so much I can share with you. And I'm gonna, I like this. I like what we're doing here. I really like this free movement. I like the structured stretching. It's great for when I'm storytelling, but I also really like what we're doing here. I've already played with the idea that I'm gonna be doing videos more like this, where we're gonna be doing more exercises in the way that I like to do them for my classes. Kind of what we just had a little sneak peek in on. But also more body part focused, because, well, it's just so much fun. I truly enjoy it. But I do want to share with you something that I'm going to be doing. So recently, the last several weeks, my body has been telling me or calling to me to basically pull back a little, to come to myself, just to pull back socially, pull back energetically, and just almost like hibernate. It's not a depression. What I realize is the call that I feel in my body is like what a caterpillar feels when it realizes it needs to create a cocoon. I've already dedicated a certain amount of time for which I'm going to be in this cocoon. I'm going to call it cocoon hiatus. And it's going to begin middle of next month. So until then, we're still going to be having some nice live videos like this. But then I'm going to have a couple of weeks where I'm not going to be posting a stretching video like the ones that you know. I am going to rest, heal, and I'm also going to try new things with this channel, things that I've had planned but hadn't really had the time to figure out how I'm going to implement it. This is my time of experimenting. How can I put out the right ideas, the things that I've been so longing to share with you, and how can I do it, in which ways. So during that time, you will still hear from me, just in a little bit different of a way. I actually can't really do much physical activity in this time, which is why I have chosen to do this. I'm still going to show up. I'm still going to be present. I'm going to be here with you. And then as soon as I am able, we're going to be able to continue doing what we're doing now, and also in future what we've done right now, and a little bit more. Okay, so I love materials. Balls. Balls. So I have, for example, I'm not sure if you can relate, but during Corona, I, like many people, kind of have a whole gym set up. I've got all the weights and all the things, and then I just didn't use it. Because a lot of people just like to go to the gym. It's a place where you realize, hey, this is where I do my sports at home. It's like where I want to chill. I'd like to offer you a different kind of experience. If you, by chance, do want to do exercises at home and would like to do this with me, that's going to be something I'm building in. This is one of my favorite materials. If you can get one of these, perfect. We're going to do a lot with it. If you can't, we can just wait on it. But I don't want to tease too much. And then some weights and some stuff. We're gonna do some really cool things together. And it includes some material that you may not yet have at home. And don't worry, if you are interested in doing exercises with the material that I'm going to be introducing in time, I'll let you know ahead of time what it is and maybe where you can get it. These things are fairly inexpensive, truly. There's always a cheaper option that works just as well. And it then allows you to have a set of equipment that you can use at home that just makes physical exercise and strength training far more enjoyable. It's just so much fun. We're all kids at heart. And when you get a ball or some things that you could work with, and we're going to be going through a whole bunch of exercises, you get to try these things that I'm going to introduce to you, and then just pick out for yourself what you like. And in the meantime, you're going to be teaching your body, hey, exercise is something that I can also do at home, which is super cool because home is, for the most people, like one of the most comfortable and safest places to be. And if you can convince yourself, if you can allow yourself to do exercises at home, well, it makes excuses a little bit less hard. I mean, that's not even the point. Honestly, it's fine to have more than one place. If you like to go to the gym, awesome. If you like what I'm going to be teaching you within the next several months and you realize, hey, I can do this at home and I really enjoy it at home, awesome. It's all a thing of preference, but I'm just super excited that I get to be sharing my passions with you coming soon. Yeah. It's most likely going to be the start of next year when I'm actually going to be able to do all of this with you. So up until then, until middle of October, I'm going to be doing the normal videos that you are already well accustomed to. And then in that period, I'm going to be uploading videos and snippets of my previous road trip, and all the things that I'm just experimenting on and how I want to share using this platform, this channel. Because I know it has so much growth potential. It has just, the thing is I get to be creative and I get to actually take some time and figure out what do I want to make of Learn With Me? How can I do it that's authentic to me, and how can I do it in a way that provides value to you? That is also entertaining and fun to do. And that's just going to take a little bit of time. And I'm going to take that time. I'm calling it my cocoon hiatus. So this was just a tiny teaser, just free movement. But what I like to do in my classes, I'm certain you're going to enjoy. I'm certain you're going to enjoy, because the thing is, movement and actually doing something incredible for your body, let's just go ahead and do squats. It's just so much fun when you get into the habit and realize just how good you feel when you do it. I have someone in my courses who had never done a squat like we are now until she came into my courses. I taught her how. She put it into practice and she realized this is so good for her that during the day when she realizes, I'm kind of craving it, I need it, my body would really like to do some squats. And so she does. And this pumping that your muscles have going on, this just taking a moment and doing something great for your body, it's like a little promise and a saying, hey, I appreciate you enough to take some time to focus right now on me so that we can get stronger together. And that's a beautiful thing that you could be doing with your body. And that's one of the things I'd love to inspire you to take into consideration. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead on my field trip today, and I may just let you know how it was. I wish you a wonderful day or evening whenever you tune into this. Thank you so much for showing up again. It's an absolute honor that I get to do this with you. And I'm so excited for what's to come. Truly, I actually hadn't planned on telling you just yet, but it's out. It's going to be a moment until it actually gets put into practice, but now you know what you can be excited for. It's going to be great. It's going to be really freaking awesome. I'm going to make sure of it. And thank you. And last but not least, this is basically the equivalent of saying cowdy. It's good day, but with a cow. Cood day, something like that.